Hi guys, thanks for joining me. This recipe hopefully is easy. 1,000 people make it. Okay, 1,000,000 people. We all make it. If we're not making it, we should be making it because it's too dang easy. This is tasty taco soup. Anything with taco seasoning should be called tasty. So let's get with the ingredients. You make it the way you want. I'm going to show you how I make it because I think it's divine. We've got ground chuck. This has a little bit of fat left because I'm going to throw it all in the crock pot. You have black beans, 1 can black beans, 1 can diced tomatoes. Now, for those that know, my husband, he doesn't eat onions, so I snuck them in here. Yes, green peppers and onions. For those that enjoy onions and don't have a family that claims they're allergic to them, add 1/2 cup of onions and 1/4 cup of green peppers. But you're not going to see it in this video. 1 can corn. I'm doing some Rotel tomatoes because I'm going to kick it up a notch. I love, love, love. Pinto beans. We're going to do a teaspoon of chili powder, 1/2 teaspoon garlic powder, teaspoon of minced garlic, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, and this is all written down, so don't stress. And then a packet of what else? Taco seasoning and 1/2 teaspoon of cumin. This is how easy this is. In fact, I'll tell you, plop it in. You know my trick. About the crock pot. The crock pot, do you hear that sizzle? Can you hear that? Oh, you might hear the lawnmower. But that sizzle, I have my crock pot always heated to high, just like I preheat an oven. We're going to preheat your crock pot. That way it starts cooking immediately, and it's not trying to cook itself up to temperature, which could take another, 20 to 30 minutes. Now we're going to add all the cans. Like I said, the hardest part of this recipe is actually opening the cans because I have a crummy can opener. But you're just going to start adding everything. This is going to cook for about 6 hours, just like this. Make sure everything is drained. The only thing that is not drained are the tomatoes. That is the only thing that we need to not have drained. We're going to do, like I said, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. We're going to do a full teaspoon of chili powder. Going to do a teaspoon of garlic. Now you see me doing this twice because it's 1/2 teaspoon, so I'm doubling it. You know me, I don't want to do dishes. This I'm just going to sprinkle on the top, but you're going to do about 1/2 teaspoon of that garlic powder if you want. Not adding any salt because the seasoning mix has it. And now let's go ahead and do, you hear the lawnmower now? Thank you very much. I can't complain because I'm not doing it, so I can't complain if someone else is. But look at me, I'm trying to put that lid on. Unedited. Now the last thing that we have to do is, he is right outside the window. Okay, that is why it's so loud. Of all the times to mow the lawn, right outside, I looked over and his head's popped out through the window. Anyway, the taco seasoning, that's the last thing we're going to add. Boom, 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 boom. Let's make sure you get it all. You want it all. And if you want to kick it up a notch, you guys know how to do that. And I'll tell you my other little secret. We're going to add all this right now, but about halfway in between, I'm going to add a cup of salsa, 1 cup of salsa. But that has so many other ingredients that we've added. I want to get this cooking and blended first, and then I'll top it with that. Then you want to make sure that you have some shredded cheddar, as well as a little sour cream, so that you can go ahead and top your taco soup. And what I'm going to serve this with, actually, is some cheese quesadillas. How fantastic is that? Now I'm going to let this cook. Again, just stir it so it's well blended. The beef is going to cook quickly anyway because this is on high, just like we're cooking it on top of the stove, but no dishes, no cleanup. And unfortunately, this meal is going to a family whose wife just passed away today of breast cancer. So we're going to make this for the family and the kids. So we'll see you as soon as it's done. Just showing you quickly how it's starting to come together and smelling divine. But it's cooking along. It's only been about 30 minutes. That's how quickly that meat browns. And again, we're going to leave it in here and let it soak in the juices for about 4 hours. And in about another hour is when I'm going to add my 1 cup of salsa. And you know that I use paste. I only use paste when I need some sort of salsa for meats because it's got all those good ingredients. We're going to go ahead and add our salsa. Again, it's about 1 cup. It's got some great flavorings. If you put seasonings at the beginning and then at the end, it'll have much more flavor because the problem is doing everything at once ends up, the seasonings actually cook down and cook out. I know it's kind of crazy, but, and I'm not telling you to do it all at the end because it needs to soak in, but split it up so it keeps some fresh, yummy flavors ready to burst in your mouth. But you can see our taco soup is coming to a finish. We've got about another hour. Then we're going to put this in a bowl, topped with some cheddar cheese and sour cream, and taco soup, voila.